all the colours all deeply muted, and the Mount Doom over there, which is what we call the Wrekin. So nighttime it has a big red light on top of it to stop aeroplanes crashing into it. It's shrouded in mist, so it pretends that it's Mount Fuji Day. Other than that, not a breath of wind. Everything absolutely still, and even the pond at the bottom has got a wonderful reflection of the trees beyond it. It goes off into ever deeper. How it's strange, isn't it? The way it goes off in the distance, everything has this blue tinge to it. I wonder why that is. It must be something to do with the light being refracted through the air. Anyway, there we go. Because the world is blue, isn't it? When you look at it from elsewhere, that's one does every day. Good morning, Carl, Ahmed. God bless you. Sorry I'm not there to collect that settee. We'll come Saturday or afterwards. That'll be the time. Good morning, Vera. God bless you. Now then, today, hopefully, we won't be cut off, and hopefully, the streaming will be pretty good. I'm in the monastery, and as you know, the internet is not so good there. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got the sound shouldn't be too bad anyway. I don't know what on earth happened the other day. It just suddenly stopped. So we're going to carry on from where I left off and just add one more verse. So we're looking at verses 14 to 17 of Luke chapter 5. Good morning, Anton. Happy Little Friday. Or Thursday, as you've called it there. Amazing. Good morning, Suzanne. And Ireland, according to Tony, good morning, is cool and damping. I think it's always cool and damping in Ireland, isn't it? Anyway, there we go. The Lord has been cleansing a leper. Verse 14. And he charged him to tell no one, but go and show yourself to the priest and make an offering for your cleansing as a testimony to them, just as Moses commanded. However, the report went around concerning him all the more, and great multitudes came together to hear and to be healed by him of their infirmities. So he himself often withdrew into the wilderness and prayed. Now it happened on a certain day, as he was teaching, that there were Pharisees and teachers of the law sitting by, who had come out of every town of Galilee, Judea, and Jerusalem, and the power of the Lord was present to heal them. Okay, now that last verse, verse 17, is the sort of verse that just gets forgotten about, doesn't it? You read the scriptures and it gets to something like that, and you don't give it another thought. It passes out of your mind. And because you want to get to the really important bit. But something really important has happened there. We'll come on to that in a moment. Good morning, Vera. We want to hear what the Pharisees thought about how long it took for Moses to heal, unlike the leper. Yes, we'll do that in a moment. Good morning, Christos. We're going to finish off. Okay, so first of all, the other day, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, as yesterday I was traveling, the Lord has said to them, go show the priest. Okay, tell nobody, go show the priest. Now, this is done partly to emphasize that the Lord is following Jewish ways. He's not doing something novel. And going back, this is one of Luke's typical things he does. He wants everybody to know that Christianity and Judaism are basically the same religion. That's important to him because in Rome at that time, the Christians were being persecuted for being a novel religion. And Luke wants to show that it isn't a novel religion, that the founder was himself living within Judaism, and so on. So he emphasizes that. Go and show yourself to the priests. And then also to show that despite what the Pharisees were saying at the time of Luke, the Lord followed the law. Okay, they were saying he broke the law, he didn't follow it. But Luke is saying, no, the law is there. If a leper was healed, then the leper by the law had to go and show himself to a priest. So that was the second thing there. And then the other thing is, just to recap, is the priest should be able to recognize the significance of this healing. Really important. If the leprosy is healed instantly, then God must be at work in a way that he's not been at work previously. And this is the testimony, really, to show yourself to them as a testimony. So the priests who are going to be sticking themselves around Jerusalem, they're not going to come and listen to him. They're far too posh. The priests are going to stay in Jerusalem around the temple, and the Lord is sending a whole series of lepers to them, and all of them are going to be astonished. We only get this one here, but this is not such an unusual case. Otherwise he'd have said, once, just once. But it's, eganito, at some sort of point. It happened on a certain day. It happened, once upon a time. Now, there are some examples of this. So if you go and look at 4 Kings chapter 5, that's 2 Kings chapter 5, if you've got a Protestant or Catholic Bible, 4 Kings chapter 5, then you'll find the story of Elisha and Naaman the Syrian. Naaman comes to see the king, actually, comes to see the king of Judea. And the king says, "Am I God? How can I possibly heal?" And so, first of all, we have in that story, the king himself says, "Oof, not even I, the king, can heal leprosy. You have to be God to do this." Okay? The king actually